I'm Dilsmasher. This is Chroma Squad, Season 4, Episode 2. Funny story, I actually recorded over this live originally. Well, see, what had happened was I'll get to the game commentary eventually, don't worry about it. You just fucking hold on to your panties, okay? I recorded this live last night. I'd been experimenting with recording and then dubbing over it, just to see if it would improve the quality. And I decided that I liked recording live better because I feel like it just it brings some more authenticity to the game footage, and then, you know, whatever the fuck I'm saying, even if I'm being really boring at that time. But so I recorded 2 episodes, or rather 2 episodes in game worth of footage, and then realized that my microphone had been muted the entire time, so that was a really fucking triumphant victory for me. So we're dubbing over everything again, and hopefully it doesn't suck dick. If you haven't noticed, it looks like there he is, the red samurai that kicked our ass from earlier. So he's back causing some mischief, apparently, although not really. We're gonna see another really predictable plot twist here in just a second. In just a second, an overgrown pair of dentures is going to show up. Yeah, the puns, they're getting ridiculous at this point. We get some upgraded turtle minions. At first, this fight looks really tough. You know, defeat 3 enemies with the samurai, boss monster with a finishing move. These are pretty standard director's instructions, but there's just a lot of mobs. And the chatterbox-looking dude will summon more enemies as the fight goes on. So my idea was pretty much the same as always. Just do some double attacks early on to get the transformation with the right amount of audience. It comes early. I'm gonna hold on to it here, and then we find out that the samurai has a ridiculously overpowered AoE attack that he can do, which I abused the shit out of this entire fight. Hit them with the good old Odachi. So that's pretty much the strategy, is just let him do a majority of the damage. I get pretty lucky here. The 2 frogs don't heal jack shit, and the only thing that's worrisome is that the enemies kind of pile in on the samurai, and I didn't want him to die, but we ended up being all right. Now, I haven't changed my difficulty at all. It stayed on challenging the entire time, which is the hardest difficulty, but I mean, this fight really just didn't pose much of a threat. I don't know if it's the upgraded gear choices or what, but this just really wasn't that big of a deal. Oh, okay, his name's Bite Hard. I didn't even realize that last night when I recorded. As we can see, I spend a good minute here being indecisive as fuck. Let me just, again, go on the record saying that fucking Lightning Dagger is a ridiculously good attack for your scout character. I like it a lot, and the stunning pose is really, really strong, too. The scout served as like a utility character, which I think is pretty standard for this game. That's the intention, but he's been really, really useful. So I think we use the dagger on the turtle just to kind of see. I was trying to whittle everyone down so that the samurai could just like AoE everybody to death, but the daggers end up doing fucking jack shit right there. We go for the teamwork attack on fucking Chompy McDentures over here. It does a decent amount of damage, so it won't take too much to take him down. But I just want to fulfill at least one of the director's instructions. I think I only fulfill one in this fight because I have the damnedest time finishing a boss monster with a finishing move for whatever reason. And he makes it harder because he continues to summon minions throughout the fight. We heal the samurai right here. Now, the interesting thing is that apparently now, because we are using the power of friendship and imagination, all of our powers should be real. We're fighting real monsters from outer space, or rather, monsters that came through a portal, through a television, whatever. Whatever. But this is the real deal Holyfield now. We got a real Weed Lord Boner Hitler, but Scarlett Johansson is still healing people with lighting equipment. I don't know how I feel about that. He's actually in a perfect position to hit the stun again, but it's on cooldown, so we're just going to try to take care of the healing minion. It doesn't kill him, but we got him pretty close. I'm having a hard time here figuring out like specifically what I want to do because I can't reach the boss. And I really hate wasting turns, but we've already fulfilled the one director's instruction, so it's really just a matter of killing the boss at this point. But I think we go ahead and we teamwork right here to kill the squirrel minion. Actually, no, I think I have the lead go for. Yeah, he goes for the boss monster. Get a little bit of the extra damage in there. And then we teamwork the squirrel down with Flashy, our marksman, if you will. She'll do Circle of Friendship. Get a nice heal on everybody. And then the red samurai is going to come over and just kick the shit out of everybody. I think he takes out like an additional 2 or 3 with this swing. I think I dragged this fight out a lot longer than I honestly should have. One of my team members ends up dropping during the fight, and that's why we can't fulfill or finish the boss monster with a finishing move. Okay, right here, I just have a fucking seizure, and I have like the hardest time hitting him with the eagle lasso. But I finally get him, and then we go ahead and we attack him, do a little double team action. I think it was at this point that I also realized that my audience was not even halfway, and there's going to come a point, I think, after this episode where I actually switch my marketing team, because I wanted to try to get more audience per episode, because I was pretty disappointed with our season performance in Season 3. So we heal Beeves, because he's stunned. Heal him with the lighting equipment. So right here, we can actually finish it. We can do a finishing attack on it. But not everybody's going to be able to cross in time and make it. So this is where I have a problem trying to decide what I'm going to do. I think I use the lead to move everybody, which ends up just being a mistake. One of my guys ends up dropping, and then we finish him right afterwards. So not a hard fight, but I end up overcomplicating it because I do want to fulfill both of the director's instructions, but I end up just not being able to do it. Because this fucking, this boss's bite has ridiculous knockback for whatever reason. So Leah goes down, and then we hit the counter. So he's actually dead, but he's going to summon more monsters, and then he's going to die. Alright, so another mech fight. You know how much we love these. This guy ends up not being too tough. He didn't have any crazy special moves that, you know, reduced our accuracy or anything like that, so it wasn't really that tough. I start just mixing in a little bit of the defense to try to reduce the damage he does and just stay ahead of the curve. Because with each knockdown, we get the 10,000 hit points back, which is a big boost. And I actually take him down before he gets the special attack off. Easy money. I will say that I don't really know. It was a little bit later last night when I recorded this originally. I don't know where the fuck my head was at when I was clicking these defense checks. But you'll see in a later mech fight too. I totally botch 2 fights with my defense clicks. I get really lucky with that 6-hit combo and take him down. Recovered the 10,000 hit points, and we're just going right back at it. I actually managed to kill him in the first life. I don't even get the audience boost for this one, which is, I think, I've only done that in the very beginning of the game. I think right here we end up giving him the bacon, lettuce, and tomato. Yeah, that's it. So, really easy episode. It takes me like 20 minutes to get through it. Right here, I can see that just based on the fan reaction, they want more stunts and acrobatics. And this is the point where I also decided to sign on a new marketing team. And I have to pay a penalty when I do it too, because I've still signed a contract with my other marketing company, which was just basically earning me money. I actually regret switching to the other marketing company because, I don't know, I'm not really seeing a big boost from it. This could be my fault, though. I'm not really going into a lot of the fights and trying to, I guess, be real flashy. No pun intended there. With how I go about fighting the enemies with the teamwork actions and doing the acrobatics to move people around. Each person's turn is just so valuable that I hate wasting it to gain audience. I want to kind of get to the fights. Especially on this difficulty, it really can make or break a fight for you, and I really hate repeating the fights. It's annoying enough having to repeat the mech fights, which I do here on the next episode. I'm going to have to repeat a really hard mech fight that was not enjoyable at all. I'm actually kind of glad that I ended up having to redub this over because I think I spent the majority of the second mech fight just kind of bitching and moaning about how shitty it was. Take a look at the upgrades. We don't have the wood board right now, which is just really scarce for us. We break down some items that we've got, but we don't really get anything useful out of it. City's being invaded by huge creatures, and Dillionaires has one job: defeat them all. So right away that tells me it's going to be one of the it's going to be just a mech fight extravaganza, which is, you know how excited I am about that. Today, a very uncommon event has happened. It's always an uncommon event when I have to ready my Weed Lord Boner Hitler. The Dopey. Oh, I get it. That's iPod backwards. You know, I missed that last time. Don DeMarco. We get a little pause there because I was trying to find an internet air horn to buzz the shit out of. So yeah, that's an iPod, and it looks very unhappy. It's got some, you know, some earbuds sticking out. It looks like actually one earbud, which is fucking weird. It's like an umbilical cord. But I mean, I get it, you know, your first generation iPod, I'd be pretty mad to be existing too, so, you know, I'd go on a rampage downtown area. It's readying its special attack. You can see the batteries charging up. I mean, serious business. It's going to probably inundate me with Adele songs or Mumford & Sons. I make a huge mistake there. I shouldn't have even wasted that. The combo counter affects how much damage that ends up doing, so you usually want to get like 2 or 3 hits off, and then you know you're in the range to actually kill it. So kind of a waste there, but doesn't end up really making a huge difference. Anytime we're able to get him down, you know, in our first life, and get him to his second, maybe even his third, we're on the right track. Alright, so down to his third life, we're still on our first. This one's pretty much in the bag. I thought we were going to get a really, really good combo there. I mean, it was good, but we go to the audience booster now. And that's it, he's dead right there. The Tube Man. Of course our Weed Lord Boner Hitler can handle it. So this fight's really frustrating and is the reason why I'm glad we ended up redubbing, because I was in a mood. This guy put me in a mood. I don't know if he just has a really high defense or evasion score, but I was having the damnedest time landing a really solid combo on him, so I wasn't able to get any defenses off, because normally after 2 hits, I would whiff. So he ends up kicking my ass pretty good in this first fight. The only... Well, we do okay. We do okay. We get him down to his 3rd life, and we actually managed to get him to a point where a one last combo would have killed him. It ends up being a pretty suspenseful little kill, but it's just not enough to put him away. So it's pretty frustrating. And then the second fight, which is almost always easier, still ends up being pretty difficult and comes right down to the wire. Pretty much giving away all the spoilers. No suspense now, but fuck it. There shouldn't be any suspense when you're fighting one of these things anyway. It's the fucking tube thing that sits in front of a car dealership. There's nothing menacing about this. Yeah, so 20,000 hit points left. He brings me down to the audience booster already. That's a dramatic difference from the last 2 mech fights we've had. He still manages to do damage to me on this next turn. Alright, so he's down on his 2nd right here. But again, I'm not feeling too optimistic at this point. Pretty much, I think on the original recording, I'm cursing his existence, I'm cursing my existence. I heard, and I could be wrong about this, I should probably do more research, but I'd heard that this game was developed by a Brazilian developer, and I feel like this is their revenge for all the times that I've played like Heroes of New Earth or Dota 2 and just cursed the Brazilians that have been in games that I've played in. This is like their revenge. Because this entire fight is just one big fucking troll. I think this is where it ends up getting suspenseful. I get a ridiculously good combo off right here, and I actually take him down to his 3rd life. And then I think I get another really good combo off. But by this point, I had pretty much given up. But still, it ends up being a pretty suspenseful fight. I think it could have gone in my direction, but not this time. So we actually get a 7th hit. 20,000, really close. One more combo, probably 2 more hits would have killed him, which was possible. But we're gonna go to the 2nd try, and you're gonna see why this ends up being so frustrating. This is where I end up botching, or almost botching, the fight, because my defense clicks are shit. We lose 60 fans, which is really irritating. I'm trying to do better and increase my season performance, and this isn't gonna help. We get a decent combo to start. We go into the defense, so we're playing it a little bit smarter, but he still ends up being really tough to hit. Nothing really changes about this fight. We just get a little bit luckier is all that ends up happening. I got greedy right there. I should have probably gone for the defense check on 3 hits, but... Pretty sure I fuck up again and I use the laser cannon to open and it doesn't kill him. I can't remember. No, never mind. I combo him. Okay, so first life down, 2 more to go. We get a really nice combo here, but it's not enough to kill him. I should have known better. Fucking ketchup dildo monster is what we're fighting. Looks like an evil mutant cactar. This is where I start botching the fight. And at this point, I'm thinking that it's going to go to a third fight, and I probably want to just throw my mouse in the keyboard. But this is where we turn it around. So one more combo from him and we're dead. But we end up getting really fucking lucky. We get 5 on him, go right to the final attack, and he's dead. We get max audience on this, though, which ends up being really nice. Stop posting food pictures on Facebook. Release the game. Oh, did it release already? It's fucking super meta email from Bruno Torino, a fucking Kickstarter backer. Nothing for us to craft, nothing for us to buy. I just stare longingly at the upgrades that I want to get. I think we're gonna go ahead and upgrade the studio because we do have 5,000 in the old piggy bank. So you could say goodbye to the taped up backdrop. We're gonna get this really amazing looking green screen here in a second. Boosh! Just like that. Real beautiful looking, real professional. It's got the anime sweat beads on the green screen for whatever reason. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So we get the bonuses from that. We won't be able to upgrade everything else right now because we just don't have the money. But I think that's going to come down to marketing as well. I'm not really happy with the marketing that I switched to, but so whatever. Alright, so that's pretty much it. We will be back with the next episode here pretty soon. I'm already working on recording it. Just needed to redub over this, so thanks for checking it out. Oh, we're going to fight Frieza next episode too, I think.